Hey everybody, it's ManlyBadassHero, and welcome to Densha, a game about being stuck on trains. Of course, being stuck on trains wouldn't be interesting by itself, so expect, supernatural things to happen, and things just to get overall freaky. Huh? Where am I? I was just riding the train, but now I'm somehow in Japan, just like one of my Japanese animes. An old house. Are we at Grandma's house? Father? Father! Are you not here? I'm hungry. What should I do? Father? Come one, come all. Bento, bento, how about a pinku bento box? Huh? Who are you? Who? Just a peddler, who happens to look a lot like you from the sprite. I've come to peddle. A bento? Yes, for your journey, how about a bento? Yes, please. Oh, but I don't have any money. No money? Yeah. Well, I can't sell you anything then. Why are you poking your head in my window anyway? But I'm a peddler, so I need to peddle you something. And there's only one thing I can peddle for no money. Huh? I hope you're okay with mononoke. Huh? Well, so long. Enjoy your, spiritual beasts. Huh? Oh, they're auto-talking. Boy, this is going fast. See you. Well, that was an interesting ride. I wish all my train rides ended up like that. Let's see. We got some classy music playing? Nothing under the dresser. Can't reach the top even if I stretch. Nothing under the blah blah blah. Shift, huh? Save load. Wait, what? Oh yeah, this game auto-saves. I forgot about that. Interesting. So that's a quick way to save. Door is locked. There are 2 keyholes. So we're in car 10. Now we're in car 12. Seems like, oh, there's maids. Yeah, okay. I see how it is. You just don't want any pleb seating here. Yeah, whatever. I'm glad they don't require a ticket anymore, but our stock of butter isn't enough to make some meals. Have you seen any butter anywhere? So we got rid of the maid and we got some bearded guy who looks kind of like Big Boss in a chef's hat. I can certainly say this is a downgrade. And we're back to the maids. Okay, then. Ah, I see. So... that's interesting. Two transfixed on the TV that move. Card 10. Oh, we're just back at the beginning. Oh, we share something in common. What? What are you doing? Work. 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 I can't leave until I'm done. Man, I'm hungry. Why'd they put me next to the dining hall? What's that? You're hungry too. Here, take this. It's a ticket or something. Got a dining ticket. What's this? A dining ticket. Don't you know? You can't use it here, but it might work for some places in town. Take that and eat up. See ya. Oh, thank you, resetting the world, man. So we got a dining ticket. Change places! Now, does this work here now? Okay, so it does work. Now I can eat. Maybe I can talk to this guy. We just met each other in like another dimension or something, but, you know, I felt like I should talk to you. That's right. What of it? Are you hungry? Ah, you heard. But you see, I forgot it today. They won't feed me without it. I just gotta put up with it. Here, have this. Huh? It's yours, right, mister? And I'm not sure how to use it. I don't quite understand. Aren't you hungry yourself, boy? I'm kinda hungry, but, you know, I'm kinda lost on some kinda weird parallel dimension train. But, you know, I think I got better things to do. I see. Alright, we'll split it in half. That's nice and logical. What? Yes, it's settled. Take a seat, boy. Don't be shy. Eat up. Release yourself. Okay. Well, tasty? It's delicious, but kind of diluted. Now this is getting interesting. My uncle took me here once to celebrate going to a new school, middle school. It was my first time in such a classy restaurant, so I couldn't calm down. But that memory keeps on growing inside of me. What was that? Everyone's gone. See, there's something a little bit annoying with these text bubbles. I have a hard time telling who's actually talking. I'm gonna make a guess. Maybe the one on the left is talking right now. Let's see if it shifts position. Yeah. Now the one on the right. One on the left. Huh? Okay, so I guess they're stirring up a little bit. Under the new system, I was sent to middle school. It was only a minor postponement, but it was still precious time. I wonder if this is gonna be like Palette Forget-Me-Not, where you form memories. Climb. A plate with text engraved. Oh, that's interesting as hell. We've entered Number World. This is where you dump all your stuff while you're, not busy annoying me, huh? This works on electricity. Reclicity. Wholeheartedity. Directicity. Earnestity. This moves forward on electricity, okay. So that no one can go back. Ah, look. A tanuki. This is an uncertain place. Not clearly defined. When was it? Where was it? A place forgotten in absent-mindedness. All sorts of things are collected here. Many things do gather here. If I find anything good, I'll give it to you. Come again. Oh, crap. Oh, I am so confused. This is not normal. Something's fallen in the space underneath. Too risky to stick my hand into it. I just want to go back home. Get my bearings straight. Oh, Lord. God, how do I get back home? Oh, thank God. That was some confusing stuff. The door is hot for some reason. Shouldn't touch it. Ugh. Why are you having me actually carry this thing and slow myself down? It's like I'm really carrying a stepladder. Except I'm doing it in a very awkward and slow way. Oh, I see. I guess I can use this in all these signs to trance around. It's just the one. I don't think it'd like me taking that pearl. Pearl. Woof. Tiger. 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 Huh? Betu. This is how we make marshmallow peeps? This is how butter is made. Happy. Happy end. I don't think that's what happy end actually means. Oh, whatever. A glossy cup of butter. It smells good. I'm not going to touch it with my hands. Stay here for a moment. Let's see, did I ever go this way? 4? Wrong! Katakana ka, which means mosquito? Don't want to get any closer. Ka. This is about the most normal train ride I've ever been on. Music changed again. Let's see, if I flip it left? No, it removes it. That's 6. I guess I can reach these different things from any of these rooms as long as I'm just flipping in. Mosquito coil. Ah! Father went away. Back to the south once more. But it wasn't for business. Father bravely departed as people around him swung a flag. People whispered that Father was a spy or a communist. They said that book was propaganda for the enemy, so I burned it behind the house. Many fires soared above me, above the town. Whoosh, whoosh, crackling down. Was he... It seems like World War II if I had to think of anything. Now we got a mosquito coil. Will this work? I'll come back in a little bit. Not only do I have to carry my own ladders, I also have to wait for the mosquito coil to work. Yeah, okay. Smells peculiar, huh? A plate with text painted on. Oh, God. Father and I went back to Japan. Because something was wrong with my body and Mother's. One day, after Mother got a terrible fever, she never opened her eyes again. I was able to wake up, but the fever was still in me. Just as it flared up and pained me, it would suddenly recede. It kept doing that repeatedly, again and again. Hey guys, mononoke, onis, kitsunes, whatever you are out there. Just spy on me, that's cool. Oh, what? Oh, I thought something was touching me. There's a great war going on, I heard, in a land very far away. I listened to the adults talk, as I lied absent-minded on the floor. Hey guys. Yeah? You know, actually, when I think about this, this reminds me a bit of, when we're on the subject of Mononoke, the anime Mononoke. I think I brought that up before. There was a kind of a supernatural train, although it dealt more of a cat. So where are we again? We're in, Dinosaur Land? Gaudy red flowers. The stalks are so big, I probably can't pluck them by hand. Yeah, remember that. Car 0. The curtains are drawn, so I can't see anything. Open the curtains? Yeah, whatever. Pitch black swirls. Can't see anything. Because I'm not there. Hey man. Here is only the beginning of the end. A particularly empty place. Why can't you see anything? Because there's nothing to see. A switch reading TV. Oh, I gotta turn that thing off. Okay. So we can go back there, and we can, see what happens in that one area where everyone was just staring at the TV. It was a very strange experiment, seeing a picture in a box like that. Not a puppet show or anything, only black and white, yet it looked real. When popular shows began, people swarmed around in an instant. Everyone looked up at it with open jaws. What a strange thing. I bought a ticket with the money I saved, and clenched it as the scenery went by. All I remember is how joyous, yet helpless I felt. So, it's definitely a palette forget-me-not thing going on with memories. I assume I have to kind of assemble each car and get the memory thing there. Like when the person's there, that means it's kind of the memory's in the right place, I guess. And I've solved that car. So it takes place during World War II. I'm pretty sure that hospital room, this is going to be like one of the last things I go into. Because if they died from sickness, this is probably their crescendo of life, per se. Oh, Lord. Smells like summer, so take this. If you find a spacious place for it, you may as well split a watermelon. The plant place? This is kind of a spacious place. Cherry blossoms. Our, kitsune friend. This place is made up of many things. Oh. Yeah, those, chemical compositions, have to do with this, flying kanji everywhere? Are you just gonna carry on? Ugh. I preferred this room that was all white. Now it's like I'm stuck in some kind of weird... Oh, this whole train reminds me of the Magic School Bus now. You've got something good. Good for splitting. Take this. Not, the watermelon was taken. I put it around somewhere, so find it and smash it. You shall be told how to find it. If you wish to give up, you can hit cancel. Now we begin. This is one of those games where you're blindfolded. Right up. Right up. Left down. Right up. Left down. Left down. Left down. Left down. I don't know if I'm going quite the right way. Yeah, guys, just confuse me. Put my foot on something. Yeah! Red fluid leaks from the divide. Something's shining inside. Get a silver cross key. I did all that to get a key. This is what I'm talking about with key puzzles, you know? Oh, I see. It loops in on itself. Now, what needed a key? Got red flowers. Cut it with a nada. Got red flowers. Grass is in the way. Cut it with a nada. My first memory is of walking through a damp forest. When I found my favorite red flowers, it simply made my day. My father lived in the south and did business there. Apparently, he inherited my grandfather's work and worked to expand it. I went to see the ships coming, to the harbor father often took me to. And I heard that those ships came from far over the sea, from my true homeland. Was your father Chinese? A Chinese native living in, Japan, maybe. You have found butter. and lots of it. Could you bring it here for me? I hope you don't mind that this butter is made out of tigers. Those tigers would work better as a tiger bomb joke. That's not right. A glass of clumpy butter. It smells good. I have to take this butter. The pot is full of butter now. I just have to take the butter. It's so good. I listened to that radio as I gazed into a storybook. My favorite storybook, given to me by my grandfather. It starred a smart Indian boy. I didn't know the words, but I got the story from the pictures. The radio talked about the land that created this book. They went on and on talking. A never-ending story. Those beautiful pearls were brought back from the south by father. They were first my mother's, then father put them around my neck, saying to take them for when I become a wife. Ah, it's butter. Now I believe. Thank you, your lifesaver. I handed over the butter. Why? I wanted to taste of that delicious butter made from tigers. Now I can finally make my famous buttery omelets. I once went with my uncle to this cafeteria. I became a waitress there. The sprite looks older now. The shop got all kinds of guests. He was just one of my many regular customers. He loved omelets with tons of butter. But in truth, he didn't come to the shop just for omelets. I figured that out soon enough. The town gradually got more busy. More buildings, more people. We were swept away by brilliant raging rapids. That's interesting. Cute yellow flowers. Cut it with a nada. Got yellow flowers. Can't use a nada anymore. It, 'cause it wore out by cutting flowers. Yes, I remember this area. Too busy working. It's hard to get their attention. Some kind of factory. No. I remember this thing. Do I have an item for this? Ah, the ladle. Ladle. You got a screw, huh? When I left middle school, I went to work at the factory. The things we made there were sold to the soldiers. To those blue-eyed soldiers. The ones who cowered just a few years ago. Oh yeah, so it's definitely World War II. I worked. With all that I had. If I did that, I would end up somewhere better someday. That's what I believed. So now we're around the occupation of Japan. The clock has stopped. There's a small hole in the dial. Ah, that's right. This screw. This screw I have is a perfect fit. With a turn, the gears click. Actually, the clock Grandma has is like this too. She taught me how to screw it in. The clock hands move again. This is not the story of my grandmother's life, is it? Finally, I went to work. I would be lying to say my savings were enough to raise a child. So I worked. Click, click, tick, tick. Just like turning a screw. Click, click, tick, tick. I kept on working. Until long into the night. There was a big explosion somewhere. Trailing stars appeared in the sky. Someone said it was the end of the world, but I knew better. Even if the world ends, that won't stop it from going. This is an interesting room. A wedding dress. Holding a bouquet of yellow flowers and dressed up in a dress. $62. Contains water. Whoops. There. I was just an audience member. No doubt I could never play a lead role. But I knew, I felt, even if I were gone, the world would go on. Even if I were gone, it would. Here, you began. Okay. So we are related, probably. It gains half of a broken plate. Cut plate half, huh? Little hands, little fingers. Just like then. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Cryptic metaphor. This is like a puzzle right here. A password. I gotta collect signs for later, I guess. Oh, thank you. I can perfectly read that, yeah. This is similar to the other room. With no parents to depend on, I could only wait in the hospital. No one came to visit me. The vase in the room was always empty, until some mysterious time-traveling boy suddenly put one in there. If only I could have some of those flowers I always thought. Those red flowers I always saw as a child. The flowers I loved. So-and-so got a medal. Such and such competition started. The people coming and going kept talking about that stuff. He was busy scouting stories, so he rarely showed his face. Baking in the autumn sunlight, I was alone as I patted my belly. So chronologically, I think this takes place before the other one, I guess. That's interesting. So each room has basically a kind of parallel or another variation of itself, pretty much. And that's pretty much the best way to figure out where you have to go. A pearl necklace. For some reason, it's too heavy to take. It's a little loose. Seems one of the pearls is missing. And I conveniently have a pearl. Could this be it? The pearl I have does seem to be the same size and color. Adding the pearl made the necklace unexpectedly lighter. I attended the ceremony wearing the pearl necklace for my mother. The necklace, which I had taken from home, lost a pearl somewhere along the way. I made sure to put it behind my neck so no one would notice. And so he and I were wedded. Had I all the pearls neatly collected, would I have unwaveringly yielded to her? I would have been so happy for her to wear it the same way. Should I put it here? Place the necklace in front of the dresser. Ah, so this has gotta be your daughter. I was very merry, yet simultaneously lonely. I'm sure I did many things which she did not approve of. Just because I like red flowers doesn't mean she would. If only I thought about it, that much would be obvious. Oh, looks like the dresser drawer opened. Got a gold cross key. See, this is definitely, I think this is his grandmother we're dealing with. This might be his mom. Because she's holding a bouquet of yellow flowers and she doesn't like red. And in one room you put the yellow flowers down, and the other you put the red. Maybe. Just like myself, the world began to get terribly merry. I felt like I had been left alone. This is interesting. Why was I there that day? Why was I there that moment? Scattering people. Scattering people. After the blackened buildings were abandoned, they finally became new ones, and so everything was left behind. I believe this is the Tokyo firebombing, maybe. I don't think it's the, nuclear bombs dropping. Especially with the rebuilding thing, it looks a little more, I think this is Tokyo firebomb, which actually killed more people. Oh, that actually explains why this car was hot. Because of the fire that was inside of it. The end. It's over. It's all over. What is? The world. Really? Yes. But... Still... Oh yeah. This is Tokyo firebombing. He played with text painted on. Template. It was the ending day. A day of smelling of summer. The world has ended, hasn't it? You can also tell by the multiple bombers in the sky. I think this was influenced by the Grave of Fireflies. Let's see, we have 3 plates. Is that enough? I feel like we're missing one. Now this is a puzzle the translator claims you cannot solve without knowledge of Japanese, which is why they provide a file to help you with this. So yeah, looking at the text file, a lot of these puzzles are pretty much kind of puns in a sense, so you have to spell out the word sayonara. A door opened. At first, you have made it this far. Finally, you have made it this far. You've walked much. A long journey. Crashed again and again. Despairing again and again. Just how long? Roughly 4.54 billion years. Liar. Actually, 70 years and some change. That's much less. It may as well be now. Because here we are. Yes, here we are. Where is this? The last. Stop. Now, let's begin. Celebrations! Okay. Oh, so we have the whole yokai set here. We have the tengu, we've got the kitsune, we've got the crow. Oh, we got both the long nose and the crow karasu tengu. And we got these two other mask guys. I have no idea who they are. They might just be generic mask guys. I'm trying to figure out if one's a kappa or not. Whatever. This is the end. Ushers in the end. Where is this? Over there. This is reality. This girl's reality. Grandma! Yep. This soundtrack sounds straight out of Umineko, or Higurashi. Kind of an untz thing going on here. Oh. This sounds straight out of Umineko. Wow. Teddy Plaza? That seems familiar. This is my childhood now. What's going on? It's so dramatic yet so want to dance at the same time. It's like we went for the grandmother's life and now we're going for mine. Train. Dun, dun, unz. Hey. Hey, wake up. Uh-huh? You sure slept a lot. We're arriving. Grandma's house? Yes, but we're going to the hospital first today. Yes? Grandma, she went somewhere far away. Huh? Grandma said goodbye. Oh. I see. Is that right? Goodbye, Grandma. The last stop indeed. And so that ends Densha. And if you didn't realize, Densha means train. So it's, like I said, it's pretty much palette forget-me-not. I wouldn't be surprised if it took direct influence from that, since that actually is considered one of the earlier RPG Maker games, like pretty much one of the earlier RPG Game Maker games period that was kind of famous and well done. And it also had that similar putting together the memories of the past with someone kind of thing. While that one did it with like a puzzle, mirror world kind of thing, this one did it with a train. And each train car representing the memories. So, you're on your way to visit your grandmother, you fall asleep, your grandmother passes away, or is passing away rather, and you kind of experience her memories like a final message before she passes on to her grandchild. And you get to see some things, like you get to see some excerpts from World War II, like the firebombings and things like that. And you had the Mononoke. I think that might have been actually influenced by Mononoke, because the anime Mononoke, the main character did kind of use familiars, like personas in that sense, with the masks and everything. Specifically, he did have one that had kind of a kitsune mask in one part of the series, and there was a kind of a train part of the series too. So it had a very similar motif to that. And Mononoke, if you don't know, is pretty much, you can kind of switch it in for yokai and everything like that. That's why they were a long-nosed tengu and they had the kitsune there. And you saw the tanuki statue in the basement thing, and then you saw the karasu tengu and things like that. The music, it kind of feeling very Higurashi Umineko-ish. I'm actually going to check to see if that's actually a song lifted from that, but it sounded almost exactly like it. Even the kind of shifting of the images in the back and things like that was very similar to that kind of sharp cut they like to use. Anyway, another kind of shorter game, but also pretty damn cool. I kind of had a hard time noticing this was, I mean, you can like notice it's an RPG Maker game in the sense it has sprites, but even like the auto-saving feature and the UI and all that stuff, it didn't have that kind of recycled, like you could have, like, if you played this game any other time, you would have like assumed it was his own kind of built-up game, aside from the forest sprites, which looked like it was out of Jurassic Park. Anyway, thank you for watching me play Densha, and I guess I'll be getting off this train. I'll see you guys later.